Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Academy, opposite Vision Comfort, Sable Bonamosadi, Douala.
Freaky Table.
Tu me fais quoi? Je te casse la gueule. Je vous blesse et je te blesse. Je fais ce que tu me fais. Idiote. Connard, mouf. Connard. Partez, mouf.
Cameroonians are calling out a man named Armand Ngnie. Okay, after a video dropped online showing him physically molesting a young lady driving on the road in Douala in Cameroon, and the video showed both parties actually exchanging, just few words, but the man's action has got everyone talking. And today we are going to be talking about that. What is the state of the road in Cameroon when it comes to just drivers, whether you're a public transport driver or just normal us driving? How do you handle the pressures on roads in Cameroon? And that's what we're going to be talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Freaky Table. My name is Joan, Yana and Co are right here in the studios, and we're going to be gisting all about that. So what happened and what is the consequence? A Cameroonian called Armand Ngnie. I hope I pronounced it. I don't slaughter your name.
Who cares about the name? Who cares about the name?
He's a Cameroonian. Decided to just go all, take the laws into his hands by addressing the situation, which was could have been addressed in a different way. They decided to, show his manly.
That's not manly. That's not manly. That's barbaric. That's jungle behavior. Yeah.
And slapped somebody's face. Like, it's not just once, twice, about 5 times. Despite the fact that the lady had her mom in the car, and perhaps somebody else was filming the whole thing for us to see. And that was just embarrassing. I watched the video, I was just like, what the hell is this? Like, how do you move from here to here, like that fast and that quick? What was wrong with you? It looks like you had a personal problem or you had family issues, and then just transferred.
The thing is that when you have how do you call it, a Toyota something, right? Yeah. When somebody hits it hurts. You understand? No, look. Outside of that, I think it's. We're not excusing this, right? But normally, right, there's this thing. The people will say, if you hit a Mercedes car, the guy is going to step out and tell you, no, don't do this. Drive properly on the way. He's going to give you lessons. When you hit a Yaris or one of these cars, they come up with rage. You understand? So is that pain after you said you had to pay something million to buy the car? Is that? I think the behavior is in every way you can think of it, jungle behavior. It's unacceptable, and there's just no way you should react that way if somebody does. Like, he was not physically attacked, so I don't know why he was reacting that way. And nobody was posing a threat to him. And apparently, the real story is, he was the one who knocked the lady. From the lady's statement, from the threat she did on Twitter, that he was the one who knocked her from the back. But what he said in his voice note was that the lady knocked him. So. But what we can base our evidence on is the video which we saw, and we saw him coming from behind. You understand? Oh shit! Oh god! Elonge, why like this? No.
But usually in Douala, the traffic in Douala sometimes gets crazy. People get frustrated, and then the least thing that happens, you just put down your whole frustration. And maybe perhaps that's what happened, which it doesn't even excuse the behavior.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just trying to understand where it was coming from. Because I don't
it's not something to understand.
Why would you I don't even understand. Like, you just move out of the car, come there, you're trying to talk to the lady. The lady's like, okay, let's get the police to draw constat. You understand? That's the right thing to do. Let them, if there's an accident scene, let them draw the constat. If you don't want that one, we can drive off to a mechanic, let the mechanic, establish the damage, see how much I'm owing, and then pay. But no, you didn't just want to go with any of those options. I don't understand. That guy, was he okay?
That's why he's getting married soon, anyway.
Oh, I saw his invitation.
Yeah, Douala people see that going there. Say, we object. But yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, see, first of all, that's assault. Like, on a person like that. Also, like you guys said, there was really no physical threat to him, like impending threat.
Yeah.
Even if, as people say, that the lady was rude to him before, and let's say that the lady actually knocked his car. But the lady did not pose a threat to him.
Yeah.
You know? So this is somebody who is unhinged, he's uncontrollable, he cannot keep his anger in check, and he thinks that it is justified to hit a lady because you are angry. There are things which I never make issues of assault and all of this about gender, really. But I know that he did that because she was a lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gender-based violence. It was because she's a lady. Because imagine that it was a guy there. I'm not sure he might have been angry, but I don't think that he would
have been more
go
composed
the
with
length
handling it.
of actually assaulting, because he doesn't even look like somebody who can actually
Stand a fight.
it.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't even look like somebody because, I mean, look at the car even. So,
But, Joan, is it a lie?
yeah, so I just felt so bad about what happened to the lady. But what I loved about it is because I'd never seen that. Here we've had this chief who beaten up a pregnant lady, the same kind of barbaric a reaction that some people have. He did it only because it's a lady, right? That he thought he could control her and all of that. But that one is generally, his own is not even gender-based again because he's just been abusing people left, right, center. But what I liked was the coming together of, for once, this Cameroonian society against it. That means everybody who is who.
Yeah.
Came out to, I mean, it's Stanley Eno, it's Mimi, it's Blanche Bailey, it's Rebecca Enoncho. Everybody was decrying it. And to me, I feel like when society frowns at things like that, then violent people begin to reconsider. And they know that they'll face this type of social pressure and might even meet justice despite their position that they might have and the connects they think they might have. Because this guy might have factored the fact that she's a woman, she's weaker than me, I can beat her up. Also factor the fact that I heard he's a prince or something.
Yeah, in I think Banjul or something.
So he might factor in a lot of the things and say, oh, he will do it and will go scot-free. The fact that he got the first, the society gave him a first taste of what it will mean to do that to a woman. I think that it was a reaction that really people made. I say this all the time. You never blame a victim of violence, of rape, and this. However, people should know that there are mad people out there. You know? There are people who are uncontrollable. And it's always good to try your best to diffuse. Because not everybody is sane and reasonable and can control themselves. Some people will just blow up. She was smart enough to have a phone there. It would have been her word
against his word.
Yeah. But I really think that but the thing is, when I watched the video, I did not see her talking back. She was just focused on the camera taking. She had her phone there. So I am basing my thing on his own statement where he says she knocked his car and was trying to escape and not stay escaping there.
She was stationed. Her vehicle was stationed there.
So I just think that if she were rude, people should just know this. There are mad people out there. There are a lot of mad people. People are moving with all sorts of issues, demons, tribal cases. And so you should be careful with how you deal. I think she dealt with it well in terms of...
She was careful enough. So now is the guy.
Yeah.
Is the guy.
But I hope that, because he should be charged for assault.
He should be.
I
think that you talked about the reaction on social media, which came from...
It was very disappointing, though.
From different walks of life.
It was very...
No, I'm saying some of the comments on that.
Yeah,
I was going through Stanley Heno's...
I went through her own post and somebody said, why...
What did she say first? I was like...
Yes, exactly. Somebody said, and I'm like, are you? How stupid do you have to be? Whatever she said,
at this point, like, what the hell?
He don't have to go to that extent.
Yeah, like... Not physically attack somebody like that.
And the thing is that he did not do it once.
Yes.
He left, came back again and did the same thing.
Yes.
It's like he wanted a reaction. He was waiting for a reaction to actually do his worst.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but why? The thing is, like Elonge said, if probably were a man, right, he would have really held back.
Yes.
And I think it's somebody who is suffering from deep. When you see an aggressor, you know.
That guy has inferiority complex.
No, I think it's at the very base level, it's an aggressive person.
Perhaps he has also placed the social class against the lady.
Yeah.
And it's one of those type of men who cannot believe that the lady, at least just from what you see, surface level, will be challenging him because she's
a lady,
well fitted, better than him.
But it is crazy. I'm going to give, before I even run into what he said in his apology,
he's apologizing.
Yeah, he will run a long thing and he tried to make excuses in between, and people are like, are you stupid?
First of all, to the woman, her family, and then to the public,
John, let me just say something. I don't know how this will happen. I don't know how he got home.
I don't know how he escaped from that venue because
the thing is,
go find me.
No, the thing is that people have planned to go to his wedding. Apparently, he's getting married, I think, this weekend. You have it. Yes.
But my issue is
people say they're going.
Okay, and then now the
so
other thing is, I hope that he's not like that with his wife.
It's something to hope. But no, it's something.
I was like, if you can react to this to a woman in public, like.
And I know also because if you're saying your anger is because she spoke to you rudely, you're getting married, your wife will give you
He's dating now.
Because your wife is the person who probably say the most hurtful things when you guys so that woman is.
At this point, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you sure we're not going to postpone this thing now?
Love goes deep. You never know what she wants for herself.
That car, they're going to sell the car.
It's really terrible.
That was embarrassing. I mean, to all men, to him. To his family, not all men, because I was just saying that he was talking about reaction. He was talking about reaction on social media and was reading some of the comments that were being put out, even when Stanley Eno, put out his statement as well. And people were like, now so men then they for Cameroon, now so African men then they. No, that's not the way African men are, and that's not the way our Cameroonian men are. And that's what Stanley, I was just read what Stanley wrote real quick, because he tweeted just like Blanche Bailey and I think a lot of people. Yeah. So Stanley Eno, just like every other person, he wrote totally unacceptable. That's what he said. Not now, not tomorrow. I want to apologize to the young lady Ingrid for what happened. Not all African men are like that. I am really, really sorry. Our young women have to feel safe, loved and protected around us. This is totally unacceptable. That's what he wrote.
He even went for the gender perspective. I just think that the act itself is just completely wrong.
Whether it's a man or woman.
Whether it was even a woman perpetrating it on a man.
I get Stanley because the thing has.
It's gender based. I agree with him.
I get him because of how far the video went on Twitter. It's on, I think, 1 million views right now already. So it really crossed the borders of Cameroon and even Africa, it's everywhere. So and the conversation started shifting towards men are like this.
Yes.
So that's why I think he will take that kind of position.
Yeah.
But like and we've all agreed on it. Agreed here. It's whether it's a man or woman doing that, it's totally unacceptable. It's wrong. It's totally wrong.
Yeah. That guy needs anger management classes. Like he should go before he gets married. He was going to beat his mom. Are you serious? That guy's going to beat his mom. He tendered in an apology, obviously. I've said that before, but that doesn't even excuse the fact. I'm going to give.
No,
we're not there when he can't. We're not there when he constructed that apology. By the way, we are not even sure that he would.
It's the pressure.
No, it's nice to apologize because he's supposed to do that, right? But he should face justice for his action.
I'm just saying, like, okay, there was a time here in Boya, I was driving down to Moliko. It was Saturday in the morning, and I was really in a hurry. And then, the police car just kept, flashing, horning and, behind me. So I know here in Boya, when the police is coming, for your sake, just move out of the road. So I moved out, like, Oga, when I pass now, and then no, they didn't. They were flashing and horning. I felt like there was something wrong. Maybe my tire, something. I was just looking for something. Nothing. I just said, let me park. I parked. They came and as in Pidgin, they said, "Sere you for front." So they just came and, rolled their car in front of mine. I was like, okay. And I took my hands off. I put my hands on the steering and just sat there waiting. They came and the guy was like, good morning. I'm like, what is good? Anyway, but I was like, good morning. How can I help you? And he said, where are you driving off to? I said, is there a problem? And he started with a problem. So it's not where I'm driving to. I'm driving to the moon. Like, is there a problem with me driving to that moon? And he said, no, give the documents of the car. I said, Saturday morning. Do they do police check here on the road? Like, why am I giving you the documents of the car? He said, you're driving. I said, oh, see, with all due respect, I'm not giving you anything. Tell me what the problem was. Was I speeding? Was there something wrong? Did I hit somebody without knowing? I don't know. He said, the next question that was really ridiculous was, was when he asked me, like, is this your car? I'm like, okay. So I don't know this kind of reaction. So I came down from the car and said, it looks like you don't have work. Like, are you looking for some girls? Because I look small in the car. The car. I look very small. Maybe just looking at me. Do I look like a thief? And I asked him, like, did somebody's car get missing? And then this was the car that he pointed at and said, that's the car that got missing. Sometimes the reaction that you get on the road in Cameroon makes you go, in fact, crazy. Whether it's from police checks or just normal, your fellow citizens, it gets really crazy. You get frustrated. But I will never, ever, ever, ever put my hands on somebody else, care less.
No, because you're civil now. You're cultured. You're not growing in the jungle.
And the thing is,
like
even the abuses along the road, like the insults.
Nah.
The insults are always there. So like, in my mind, it's always like, I mean,
it's like one of the road signs.
Like, you kind of want to pass to coach taxi man says we are one passenger. The
thing in Douala is crazy. So you know the sidewalks in Douala, right? It's become a thing where bike riders have turned into another road. So you walk on the sidewalk is illegal.
Yeah.
That's where passengers are supposed to stroll. And the bike rider is coming and says, keep la route. You're like, is this a road? So it becomes complicated where even the way the roads are constructed themselves, right, don't give enough room for many cars.
They cause conflicts.
Passenger, pedestrian, driver conflicts.
Yes.
So it becomes a big thing.
Is there any solution to these things? Because even you even have the aggression coming from people who are supposed to protect you on the road.
Yeah.
The drivers themselves sometimes put the volume of the car, like when public transport, so loud, even when you're the passenger and telling him that, guy, take down the volume. It's like a problem.
It's customer service. It's customer service. You want to feel the ambience.
I first of all know that it is, it is a crime to actually put your hands on another person.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's a crime. Like you can have a disagreement because usually accidents are like that. Sometimes they're a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
And I might think you are on the wrong, and you might think I'm on the wrong. But the point is, we should be able to have the debate or even disagreement, whatever, even a screaming match, without you putting your hands on me. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that. And but my own issue is I just know that this guy put his hand on that. On the lady because of exactly that. It's a lady. Mm-hmm. Nothing else. I don't think that he would have done.
And he was so aggressive about it. The thing about it, he just went to her face. Like, it was just constantly her face. Like,
the whole episode reminded me of the Black Lives Matter thing, where people used to record white police, white police.
Kicking them out.
I think she was asking her sister or somebody to record. She asked
evidence.
For evidence. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because that's what she will use in court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
the guy will not be able to prove that.
Yeah. It's a video against whatever it's going to say.
Yes, there is video.
It's a video evidence.
Yeah.
And
she wasn't reacting, like she wasn't aggressive towards you. I think that we should have cameras more like that.
We should, but then the thing is, even if you have it now, okay, now this is her personal camera, right? So it cannot be doctored. So imagine now if we have to play social class game where he's a prince and all of that, and then she is this person who is this ordinary citizen who is trying to have it. Yeah. So you have.
She used the right weapon.
No, that's
the social media.
Yeah, that's something.
Because then everybody comes down.
Yeah.
The justice system
it's based on
the hands are tied.
Yeah.
Because then you have to now okay, this is.
But the good thing about this whole thing, the fact that it was the Cameroonians, the social media users, that looked for the guy on social media.
That's what social media does.
Tagged him on everything and looked for.
on every social media platform, Facebook, Google, Twitter, everywhere he was found. They even found his twin brother, actually, thought he was the one. So what happened, they started being all, or calling him out. And the brother said, this is not me. And the brother said, even if he's a family member, that's what we say. So, and then they found the guy. And when they found the guy now, and people promised coming to his wedding. So you see the kind of solidarity that comes with social media, where social media they say social media is not real life, but I think it's the line between real life and social media is really, really disappearing. Yeah. It's where we understand the humanity in issues, where it's not about who you are, it's about the situation, right? We're judging it from whether it's right or wrong, not about not about your social class or what you do in society. And I think to me it was a win for social media justice, and it was a win also for the fact that yes,
it was like the Arab Spring,
a new revolution. I was really satisfied with
I like the reaction of it. I was disappointed with some of the comments who felt people who thought that she deserved it if she were rude to the guy, and it's always much more disturbing when it comes from ladies, and oftentimes it's them saying that a guy will not react like that if you do not provoke him.
Therefore, it says the kind of men they deal with every day. Because if you deal with a man who has to react to you that way, therefore you know that, for example, you've oftentimes gone overboard. So it says is that I think it exposes the kind of men they deal with every day, and so they know these men by their actions. So I think it's a disturbing case there for me. I mean,
anybody like whether it's woman or man, you cannot come on. Like first of all, I have very soft skin.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly?
You come and tell like that's no, you cannot come and talk.
The thing about it is like when you know that you've messed up when your gender goes against you. Yeah. When you know that, oh boy, when you're, especially when the guys came against him, you'd be like, oh shit. Like,
because that's the point about the video. Because video evidence is something you cannot. You cannot
challenge. You cannot challenge it. It's right there for you to see.
You even cannot mitigate it. Like reduce it. So people have to witness it. Like this is what you did. Yeah, this is what you did. You cannot say, oh, I'm one bend so, then my hand job goes so. Maybe I'm one do so. They send a hand self-defense. No, there was no self-defense there. There was like you actively was assaulting somebody, and this guy deserves jail.
Yeah, it does. I think I don't know the jail time.
Where you go for doing other man people sleepy.
Do it, see.
I don't know the jail time, the punishment for such crimes, but I think that because it happened on the state road, I think that also the state council there around there will take up the case, because that's what usually happens. Even if the lady doesn't press charges, the state presses charges against the lady.
Like a man is a bit begged.
Yeah, they go the begged.
That means the work of the devil.
I think that was part of his statement or something.
That's what he said.
Something like that in his statement. He insinuated something like that.
He's not a violent person. He did not mean to hit her. He was he was just talking rubbish. Like I was just like, man, shut up, man. Just say you're sorry and get out.
Also, I think we have these traffic police and people like that on our roads. We need better.
We
need better.
They are beating up MC. Now is it MC?
They harassed me myself. I was leaving Douala with one of my friends. I was leaving Boya to Douala, and they followed us all the way from Bekoko, right? And when we got somewhere, and the thing is, when you know where the law should operate or not, they become scared too. Yeah. So they told us to stop to park. We did, and they started saying a lot of things. And we asked them, okay, so where's your search warrant? Where? Because normally this is Sunday. You're not supposed to operate on the Sunday. Sunday. You don't really initially operate on the Sunday. So where is the search warrant? And he started foaming in the mouth. And after that, they told us he had to let us go. They seized our phones. And we asked, why are you taking our phones? And they became very aggressive. I'm like, okay, you know what? Knowing the situation where we are from, we gave our phones. After a while, he started asking unnecessary questions. I said, you know what? No, at this point now, not anymore. And they had to give our phones back and told us to go. Because they realized also that, one of my friends, his uncle is a colonel. And he said, okay, you know what? At this point,
you should work on your looks. You look like a criminal.
I look like many things. I'm very dynamic along
the shoes of the law enforcement. You will not even have a phone in the first place. You should not have license to a phone.
I was just watching. There was a video that went viral a couple of days ago. A Nigerian commissioner giving orders, like the inspector of police rather, giving orders to policemen as demanding, in fact, actually, I don't even know what it's they're demanding them to stop checking people's phones on the road, except you have a search warrant, and that is coming perhaps from the police, or you have a document from the court. So you don't have any right to invade into someone's privacy like that, like seize your phone, go through the phone, or ask people to go to ATM to withdraw money for you. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, wait.
And when you do that, they get to the point of even actually shooting you or even beating you up if you don't do it.
And come up with some story that you were trying to attack them or you were a terrorist.
The things people go through in this your country is...
Elonge, you were arrested the other day in Kumba 2 months ago. Don't remind us.
2 months ago.
Oh, how many months ago?
I wasn't arrested.
We were taken to the police station.
I was stopped.
Oh, that's another situation. You were arrested?
No, I was not arrested like that. You know how I was arrested? I wasn't arrested because somebody made me along the road. That's not it. Yes. Nobody came, made me along the road, asked for my phone. I mean, I can be very stubborn.
Yes.
Yes, I know that I can be very stubborn. Actually, they'd ask me to go through my phone, and to me, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't, actually.
That you want to go through my phone. So let's go, take me to prison even, but you will not go through my phone. So it was as simple as that.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's the one thing I own, you know. Anyway.
So I said I was stopped because they did not take long to let me go.
Guys, what do you think about? I mean, those are watching right now because
what should be done to the guy?
It was crazy. Yes, what is needed? What should be done to that guy? In your opinion, what should be done to him?
I said he should be sent to the same prison that Shakiro was put in.
He go bend down, pick
so he will meet men his age and size and strength.
We can battle it out with them there.
You know, what do you think should be done to that guy? You know, if you've not watched the video, I'm sure we've shown you here. What do you think? Generally, public harassment like that, coming whether it's gender-based or just, you know, man to man, woman to woman, like, what do you think should be done? Is there any way that the government can get into it, or just normal us that can actually help stop this kind of behavior? What do you think? So drop the comment right down in our comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always been a pleasure. Yana and Kwa were here, myself, Joan. Have a beautiful day and God bless you.
Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Academy, opposite Vision Comfort, Sable Bonamusadi, Douala.